do some makeup. I'm feeling quite a colourful look, but we'll see, because sometimes it just I say that and it never actually works like that. I'm just gonna get a drink. So yeah, excuse me, sorry, I don't have glasses on, so I can do this, but so I'm just gonna assume that I'm in focus, and hopefully you guys can hear me well enough. So yeah, let's get started. I'm probably I don't think I'll talk that much just because I have to concentrate. But we'll see. I might end up talking your ear off. This is the Brow Define Eyebrow Pencil with Blending Brush. That's my neighbour. I don't know who this is by. I want to say Elf, but I'm not sure. Not very helpful, I know. I don't think it makes a very good noise, to be honest. And I'm just gonna apologise because I live in a flat that's rented and my heating is not on, but it's just very loud. So if you can hear that, apologies. I'm really enjoying getting back into making videos, to be honest. It's giving me something like a creative outlet. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, it's really good fun. If I don't know if to do this like more soft spoken, I think I might, just because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like whispering can be a little bit, not annoying, but I just find it's quite sore. Like if I want to make multiple videos today, my throat will be really sore towards the end of it, but I think that's just because I'm out of practice, to be honest. But yeah, so I'll just do soft spoken from now. I feel like as well, with soft spoken, it feels like we're more just like hanging out and doing our makeup, if that makes sense. Assuming that you wear makeup, of course, but you know what I meant. I tried to do, you know, those soup brows, those soap brows that everybody goes on about, and I don't know if maybe my hair is just too stubborn, but it did not want to do it. Also, I know my tails are completely different on each eyebrow, but I'm trying to grow this one out so it's the same thickness as this one. So I just kind of have to deal with the weird in-betweeny stage. Oh, sorry. I really need to sneeze. Okay. Because I don't think that would have sounded very relaxing. I did already moisturise, and I did a little bit primer but not fully, so because I did the ELF putty primer, I usually do that one first, and then before I apply my makeup, like my face makeup, I use the ELF Power Grip. I personally don't know a difference, but I bought it, so I'm going to use it. Well, I've got oily skin anyway, so I feel like it doesn't, I don't notice that my skin, my makeup, sorry, I'm going to move this a wee bit. I don't notice that it stays on any longer. So yeah, but obviously if anybody has any suggestions on that, feel free. I actually hit 30 subscribers, and I know that might not seem like a lot of people, but I'm actually really excited about it. Yeah, it's nice actually, because I was a bit worried that nobody would want to watch my content since I've been pretty inconsistent. So it's actually kind of nice. And I was one sec, sorry. I was pretty worried about what my family would say, but a few of them actually watch my content. Now they know, so sorry. A few of them actually watch my content, which is actually really nice. Because I was a bit surprised. Like, I knew specifically one family member that did watch ASMR, but I guess it's just nice the clarification that she actually enjoys it. I am just a little. I've just got stubby little fingernails. So, but this is the Revolution Ultimate Radiant Under Eye Concealer. I really like this actually. Like I said, I have oh, so sorry. I have really oily skin. And I thought this might make me look too oily, but I actually really like the way it yeah, I actually really like the way it looks under the eye. I usually do my eyeshadow first because it usually takes me the longest, and ooh, I just could hear the sound my own eyelid was making, sorry. It usually takes me the longest, and what was I gonna say? For fallout and stuff. I have really hooded eyes, so this might not turn out the best. Well, in regards to like what you see on Instagram is what I meant by that. I enjoy doing my makeup actually, to be fair, but oh, that was a wee bit too loud. So this is the Pure Raw Beauty Christie eyeshadow palette, and I'm just going to go in with white. Because I want the colours to pop, but I don't want them to be like crazy, if that makes sense. If I was going to do that, I probably would have used a white. If I wanted it to look crazy, I probably would have used a white. I would buy like a white concealer, not like a skin coloured one, and I probably wouldn't have set it. I would have just gone straight on with the tacky. I would have just gone on to the tacky concealer with the colours I wanted. But I don't want it to look clowny on me personally. I really like as well, I've noticed it. Like, I do enjoy doing triggers, but I think I actually prefer just the rambling parts of the video, you know, like just the talking part. I actually find that, personally, the most relaxing. I'm gonna apologise now, because my dog is snoring her wee head off. So clearly One of us is enjoying a nap. I'm trying to figure out, because obviously I'm in the UK, so I'm trying to figure out the sorry, I was just checking to see if if it was set or not. I'm just trying to figure out the best time to upload. I think, I don't know, I feel like maybe afternoon time would be best, but I'm not entirely sure. I know I don't get very many comments, but if you do feel like commenting a time that you would like, do just leave that behind. Sorry. Obviously just leave your time zone as well, so I know what time you're referring to. So I think I'm gonna, I would show you this palette, but I'm too embarrassed by the state of it, so I'm not. So I think I'm going to use Tribute, which is a purple colour, on the outer corner. Sorry, I'm just with having hooded eyes. I find it easier if the eyebrow is relaxed, and then I do my makeup mostly with my eye open. Obviously I do need to close it at some point, but the general outline I do with my eye open so that I can see how it's going to look, because when I used to do my makeup when I was younger, I would do it with my eye closed, and then it would look totally different, and I could never understand why. And that's because when you have hooded eyes, the eyelid drops down, so if you're doing it with your eye closed, you're not accounting for when your eyes open. Part of this, especially this part, actually gets hidden. So your makeup could look really good with your eyes closed, but then you open them, see. So if my eyebrows up and my eyes closed, that looks really good. But then when I drop the eyebrow, relax it, and open my eye, I'm still missing, like you can't see where it's fully in this little corner because the crease is hidden, essentially. Very interesting, but it's a bit annoying when you're a big makeup lover. Also, I know these look completely different. I'm really wacky, but we'll get there. It's really hard when you're a makeup lover to have hooded eyes, because especially like when I was watching YouTube growing up, nobody really had hooded eyes. So the makeup tutorials you'd want to follow don't actually account for your eye shape. So you'd try and replicate the look, but obviously it wouldn't look anything like it does on the person that's doing it, because obviously they wouldn't have the same eye shape. It's quite common, especially I think it's the same with people who have like monolids and stuff, because obviously theirs is completely flat, I believe. So obviously if you're doing a makeup look on just a straightforward eye, people who have different eye shapes then struggle to recreate them, because you don't use the same techniques to apply makeup, which I find very interesting. But when you're a kid, well, I find it interesting now, but as a kid learning to do makeup, it could be really frustrating and disheartening, because your makeup doesn't look anything like what they've done. Oh, sorry. Well, the fact that my eye shape is different, and also that I wasn't a pro makeup artist. But yeah, interesting nonetheless. But more annoying than anything else, and it kind of put me off watching makeup videos, to be honest, for a while, because I just felt like, why am I watching these people who don't even cater to me? Do you know who I do like that does have hooded eyes? I think her name is ASMRwithDannielle. I think she's from the US. But oh, sorry, I'm going to move this a little bit because I keep bumping in, it's annoying me. I think she's from the US, but I find her very interesting because she has hooded eyes, but she's very informative about it. Oh, I'm just going over with that light again. She's very informative, which is nice, and I feel like as well, no matter how many years of experience doing your own makeup, or if you're a pro makeup artist or something, you can always, I don't really like how this side's gone, but that's the thing with hooded eyes. I have one eye that's more, at least for me anyway, I have one eye. I'm going to need to stop doing that. I have one eye that's more hooded than the other, so it's a little bit frustrating because sometimes they don't always look like, they don't even look like their cousins half the time. But yeah, she's really interesting, and I feel like as well, you can always learn new things. Like you're never not done learning, especially with makeup, I think, because there's so many new trends and new makeup products too as well. Found it interesting that you know, the powder puff, that's actually come back in fashion. I don't think I've actually got one. I don't think I'm that bothered, to be honest. But watch this space. I'd look like a right so and so if in my next makeup video I've got a powder puff. But you just never know. I don't think I'm a fan. This is just got like a neutral, not like a white, a neutral colour on it, which is what I use for the makeup when I do like a natural makeup eye. I'm just gonna see how that looks blended out, because the eyeshadow seems to be sticking to this part of my eye. I'm not sure if I've got some dry skin there or something, but I might just move on and come back to it. It doesn't look, yeah it does. I was gonna say it doesn't look that bad on camera, but I would be lying because it looks. I might use a different. Oh, sorry. It's really annoying me because I've got my phone the other way around to what I had it last time, just to see if I prefer it this way. But I keep bumping it, or I keep putting my hand in front, and it's doing my head in. Sorry, that was a bit dramatic, really. I feel like this is going to be a really long video. I actually prefer long videos, but I know some people prefer like short ones, but that's just my personal preference. Right, I'm going to move on, and then I will come back to it if I feel like it, because I feel like it's not doing the thing that I want it to do. So I'm just using the pink from that same palette in side effect. This has got to be probably the most expensive palette I've ever bought myself. And it's not. I bought it new at the time, but for a while. I really should probably chuck it out, but I don't want to because it was expensive. Well, expensive by my standard, because most of my stuff is just like, it's not called drugstore in the UK, but I feel like that's a universal term for what people mean. Like, that people would understand, I mean. I've been watching YouTube since it was like just starting, and I really wish I started a makeup channel then, because I feel like I would be in a really different place. I actually really enjoy doing my makeup. I would have loved to have been able to turn it into a career. Who knows? But I've been watching ASMR for like a decade. I used to watch it, like soft-spoken hypnosis for sleep videos, where it was just people talking, and it was just like a random picture on my BlackBerry. I think the first proper ASMR video I watched was Lily's Whispers, his first video, so I think that's like 8-9 years ago. I really like the pink colour in there, because in the pan it's really, I'm just going to take a drink. In the pan it's like a really bright pink, but I like the fact that you can tone it down if you want. So it's like, fits to you for whatever you want to use it for. I'm just going in with that white, because I think I might do highlighter in the corner, but I just want to see what it would look like if I did before I apply it, if that makes sense. I feel like I should have filmed a Halloween video, but it's Halloween today and I already posted it today. I mean, I guess you could still post it like tomorrow or something, but I don't know if that's quite the same. You know? I'm asking you questions like you're gonna talk back to me. I'd be quite scared if my phone talked back to me, to be quite honest. I'll probably do that face quite a lot during this, but it's because I'm going in with a shimmery purple from the Urban Decay X Kristen Leanne palette. Oh, sorry, in the colour Dye. This is also a very old makeup palette, but I don't want any judgment because I love the colour. Oh yeah, what was in? I probably do this face quite a lot. I don't know why. I think it's just like a face I've always done. Does anybody else, when they're doing the makeup, get like a runny nose? But I don't really understand why, because I didn't have a runny nose when I started. I wonder if it's like a concentration thing, if that makes sense. I don't know, maybe that sounds stupid. I'm just gonna go in with that purple that I used on the outer corner. That's a bit much actually. used to blow my makeup, like, I used to blow my eyeshadow off that way, but I actually learned that it's incredibly unsanitary. So I just tap it off, but obviously it's not really feasible to tap it off on these videos because it's so loud. Sorry. I usually just pat the colour on first and then get like a fluffier brush and blend out that way. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of pink and just diffuse the line. I need to sneeze. I like that. I like how that looks. Okay, sorry. I'll stop being a weirdo. Well, that's a lie, probably won't, but I will for now. I'm going in with the pink from the Urban Decay palette called Spitfire. And I'm just doing that really lightly so that the colour when I put inner corner highlight is not so just like bright. It like blends in a little bit more. So that's like a really light shimmer. Just because I don't like the way unblended highlight looks on me personally, but obviously if people want to do it that way, go for it. I've got like a little, my neighbour's bins are out and they've got like the council and the number, so I'm trying to like not show that because I don't want people knowing where I live because it's not really that big a place. So this is the Makeup Obsession Cosmetic. Sorry. Cosmetic Crystals Eyeliner. That's joy not having no glasses on. I'm like, can't see a thing. Not sure how this all looks. I'm just gonna see. It's quite sparkly, but I like it. I originally bought this because I was going to transmit, and I did wear it there actually. But I ended up really liking it because it looked really good on photos as well. Because it's like, it wasn't like a chunky glitter, it was like a really nice amount. The only thing is with doing this is I end up with a really tickly, it really tickles my inner corner. Yeah, I really loved it. That's it. That's so nice. Sorry. Oh yeah. If you watched my last video, you will be happy to know that I have recovered from my hangover. It was a lot, but we move. I'm just gonna say now, my concentration face when I put mascara on is something else, so you have been warned. Sorry. I was gonna put lashes on, but I actually can't be bothered. So I'll just do au natural lashes. This is the Big Mood waterproof hat. Oh, I was gonna read waterproof in a different language. Waterproof, and this is Elf. I don't think that eyebrow pencil I used earlier is actually from Elf. I think Elf's is white, but I did get it from Superdrug, I'm pretty sure. I quite like it. I think it's quite a natural colour. One thing I would say is good about having hooded eyes is that if you get mascara on your eyelid, it usually gets hidden. It's the little things. have like a acrylic makeup holder that can be quite loud, so I try and like do it so quietly, but I don't really have room to take everything out to do my makeup just for one video and then put it all back, if that makes sense. I'm just cleaning up like all the eyeshadow that came down. I'm not a very clean person who does makeup in regards to it always ends up everywhere, but generally most of the time my makeup looks okay, so it's a small price to pay. I just want to say I don't usually use makeup wipes because I just think they're very bad for the environment, but I went to a festival, like a camping festival, and needed them to take my makeup off and such like, so I'm just trying to use them until they're done. But those ones are the simple ones and they're biodegradable, so I guess it's the best of a bad bunch. So I'm just going back in with that concealer I used earlier. I know the packaging looks really grotty and I don't understand why. Maybe it's just user error. I don't know why I said maybe, it definitely is. I've got that it's like a pop punk song. I knew it before it was on TikTok, but it just seems to be trending. It's like Mariana Cross. I know I can't sing, but it's a really good song, but it's just it's a really good song, but it's just embedded in my brain. I don't know if that sounds good. Yeah, it's just embedded in my brain at the minute. I just caught a glimpse of me doing that and I was like, maybe not. That is not a look. I don't really know what happened with my skin, to be honest. Just seems to be going through it. One of them things, I guess. Just realised I didn't prime, so I'm just going to quickly do that. Luckily I don't need it under the eyes, but it is the e.l.f. Power Grip. I personally love the sound of like lid sounds and things. I am going to set this makeup, but I do all the cream product first. So this is the same concealer that I used earlier, but just in a darker shade to make it look like bronzer. I don't generally wear foundation anymore unless it's for like, unless I'm like going out, just because I think it doesn't do wonders for my skin the day after. Like I always seem to break out really badly, so I'd rather just limit the use, to be quite honest. This is gonna look really scary, but in person it looks really nice once it's blended in. And this is it says Emporio London, and it's just like a, it's like a, I think it was labelled as a foundation bronzer brush. It's from Amazon. It's quite decent actually, to be fair. I used to just use a beauty blender to do it, but I've noticed that I prefer this, doing it like this and then blending it with a beauty blender at the end. And I always put cream products on the back of my hand apart from concealer so that it warms up a little bit, so that I find it goes on better once it's like a warmer product versus just coming straight out of the tube. Gotta sculpt the forehead since it's massive. I don't think it looks that bad now it's like blended out a bit more. I think it just looks a little bit scary when you first put it on. I'm like tang-fastic. Well, tan-fastic, should I say. Tang-fastic's so sweet. I think I'm just gonna leave like everything intact on this video and not edit anything out, just because I personally find those videos way more relaxing than when they're like cut. But obviously I'm sure someone will let me know if that's not a vibe. So I'm just going to go in with my blusher, which is... I've got the Makeup by Mitchell blushes, but I don't want to use one of these. I'm using it's Revolution, but it's the Simpsons collection liquid blush. It doesn't say the shade. It says T347 on the back. I don't know if that's the shade, but the packaging, it's really cute, but it actually had like Marge on the front, I think. Yeah, I think it was Marge. I'm not sure if it was like a limited edition collection. I didn't buy it because I'm like a huge Simpsons fan. I just bought it because I really like the colour. My blusher always looks more pink than it needs to be, but like when I do my makeup, but it's because blusher seems to fade really quickly on me, so I always do it a little bit pinker than I would want it, or brighter should I say, because it fades quite quickly, so like it'll look nice by the time I like end up going out, for example. I really like the little pink nose trend. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's like like very very cute-esque. I think in winter it looks so cute as well because you just look a little bit like you know what I mean, like you're like, oh, it's so cold. I'm gonna say as well, this side looks more like pink and unblended than this side, but it's actually not. I think it's just because, sorry, that was a dog hair. I think it's just because this side is facing the ring light because it's in the corner, if that makes sense. These little blemishes don't annoy me as much as this one does, so I might put a little bit of concealer on that just because it's doing my head in. I think as well because it's like right where people would look, you know, like when you're talking to them. So it's like not very, like it's not a very discreet place, if that makes sense. It's just like, ooh, I've got a massive spot right here. Look at me. I don't mind if like a little bit of like the spot still shows through. I just want it to be like more muted than the bright pink it was. Just gonna take the cream product off my hand before it stains and I'm stuck like that for the rest of the day. Okay, I'm just... Oh, that's disgusting. Don't look at that. I don't actually use that side of the mirror, it's just because I pick it up with makeup on my hand. So I'm just going to quickly tap this in, make sure it's all creamy. I was going to say something, but it sounded very wrong, so I'm not going to say it. I do have a neutral, like a normal, not just like white, I have a normal shaded powder that I would usually use today, but it's in my bag and I don't really want to get up and to start like the setting and stuff just to get it, so I'll just leave it for now. I think this still has like a little bit of powder still on it. I'm just going to dip into that translucent powder. It's the RCMA No Colour Original. I'm just going to powder very lightly. I'm not too bothered about it looking white under here because I'm going to put eyeshadow underneath there anyway, so I would normally use a cream highlighter on like these parts of my cheek, but because I'm broken out quite a bit, I don't really want to add cream highlighter and normal highlighter just because I don't want to highlight the fact that I'm a mess. Not that I think other people look like that with acne, it's just my personal preference on me. We are no judgment. Oh, sorry. We're a no judgment community here. I'm just gonna get the Revolution blush palette. I need to get once this. It's the Sugar and Spice one. I like it because I like all the colours in it. And I'm gonna go in with like this colour. It's just like a corally pink. Sorry. I don't have any bronzer, so I might just see if there's any on this brush. I do have bronzer, it's somewhere in this box of makeup ones. I was using another one, but it was like a bit too dark for me and I'm quite pale, and so it just didn't look right, so I gave it to my mum and just didn't get this one back out of the box before I started filming like an absolute rookie that I am. This is the NYX matte bronzer in like, I don't know why I looked like it would be in any other shade, but this is a pyjama top and I'm not even sorry about it. It's very comfy. I'll get changed when I film my other content so it doesn't look like I've just wore the same clothes, but for now I figured it'd just be comfy. Just gonna go in with a highlighter. I was just seeing what colour I think I want. This is the Soft X Revolution highlighter palette. It's good because there's 8 shades in this, in like 4, like I would say for, I would probably say medium dark slightly. I wouldn't say they were particularly dark though. And then 4 of them are light. I'm going to do purple highlighter. I wouldn't say they were particularly dark though, but it's a nice palette if you are in that shade range. But it is a little bit annoying that it's not more inclusive. Since people of all skin tones and colours wear makeup usually. So I'm just gonna, I've got a little bit of the purple eyeshadow that I used from that Kristen palette still on this brush. So I'm just gonna go down into the waterline and just use that excess. I'm not gonna dip in or anything. Just because I want it to be like quite a smoky eyeline, like waterline. But I don't want it to be like crazy pigmented, because I've noticed with my eyes I need it on the bottom line, a lash line, but if it's too pigmented it doesn't work. So I'm just going with that purple and I'm only sticking to like the outer half of that bottom lid. And then I'm going to go in with this brush that I used the pink shade on, and I'm just going to try and blend that out. Not a very not a very flattering look, but anyway. And then I've got this little brush, and it's got the matte purple that we used to begin with, and I'm just gonna connect this winged out bit to this bit. Because we want to be consistent. And I'm just going to blend that all together. And then I'm going to do bottom lash mascara. While that's drying, I'll put some of these makeup products away. And then I'm gonna get a clear mascara and just do these. just deciding, I think I might... Sorry, I'm trying not to be really loud. Do you not think sometimes though, when you're trying not to be loud, you end up even louder? For my birthday I got like a new lip colour. So I'm just, this is the NYX Professional Suede Matte Lip Liner in Sweet Tooth. I've never used this combo, so if it looks rubbish I might have to take it off. And that's it. No, I'm joking. God, can you imagine? And then this is, it's called Shade M, I think. I can't remember. And it's Mod-ish. That's the colour. Oh, that sounded very good. I know these colours are nothing I like, but I just don't need a lip liner. That looks a little darker than I thought, so I'm gonna see if I can get to a little lighter gloss. I do actually like the colour, it's just a bit darker than I thought it was gonna be. I don't think that actually did anything, but I actually prefer it as a shiny colour though versus a matte that I think it was going to end up. But anyway. Ooh. I think we're done. This is the look. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.